Are your keys green because of the Ninja Turtles?
No, green's my favorite color.
Oh.
Oh, I thought purple was your favorite color.
No, green is. Purple's one of my favorite colors, but
Oh, how many fucking favorite colors does this guy have?
actually, the combination of colors is my favorite. Like I like blue and gold, or blue and
Okay.
yellow, like the Nuggets, right?
Yeah.
Green and purple, like Donatello. Black and green, anything with black, I just like. Purple and like teal or aqua, like baby blue. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Technically, black isn't a color, so.
I guess it's all colors though.
That's
so
right.
how about
I learned
that?
that from Samuel Loomis in Halloween.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Can We Go Downstairs? We got Tyler and Austin from The Broken View.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up, guys? Why don't you guys tell us about what you guys are doing, what your plans are?
So we got a new music video coming out for our song "Something Better." It's pretty hefty, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's very story heavy. You want to go into the story?
Well,
a
it's
bit?
we've been filming it for about 2 or 3 months now. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically sat down, and I knew that when I wrote the song that I wanted it to like capture, a past relationship that I was in. And I wanted it to like actually have things that really happened.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like recreate actual things that happened. So I don't know, like there was this whole like story that actually happened on accident because I had this lighter that like my ex-girlfriend gave me, and I had it on me when we did the shoot, and Tyler was like, "Oh, the lighter's kind of cool." He's like, "Just
It's symbolic, yeah.
yeah." He's like, "Keep playing with it." And then I was like, and then when we got down to writing the storyboards for it, we came up with the idea that I would kind of have this lighter, and it would kind of be like the symbolic thing. So like at the beginning of the video, you see that, you know, I am given the lighter in like some like flashback type scenario.
Yeah.
And then throughout the video, it's like obviously post breakup stuff. I don't want to give like too much away because like it's pretty cool, but like the lighter comes into play in the video as like a actual important plot device. But
Right.
the song was something I wrote like literally 5 years ago, and I just had like this loop on Mixcraft.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had this like loop on Mixcraft, and and we were trying to like write songs for the EP. And I remember pulling it up, and I was like, "Does this sound cool at all to you?" And then he was like, "Oh, I think so." And then I
Sounds about Tyler.
I think he's like,
I think.
I don't know, maybe change the key. I think it's a little low. So I was like, all right. So I just like upped it a couple of keys, and
Sure.
and then we just put together and we wrote the
I
lyrics.
mean, you know how songwriting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we just wrote the song.
Just
So, for those of you that don't know, Tyler is also the drummer of Animal. So, I
Yes.
have a different relationship with him. Austin actually helped us record our first self-done music video for Snuff Tape,
Snuff tape.
and did a great job with that. And you guys also have two music videos out now on your YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
We do.
What's your YouTube channel? Just The Broken View? It's
Yeah.
The Broken View.
youtube.com/The Broken View.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So anybody that's listening, if you guys want to go check that out. The cool part about this is Joey and I actually talked about you guys before.
Oh, really?
Because the fact that you guys filmed that shit with an iPhone.
Yes.
That's so insane, and it's really good quality.
Yeah.
It's like top of the line quality
Yeah.
with an iPhone.
The first two, we knew that it would look really shaky because the iPhone, the frame rate is so high that we couldn't keep it steady. So we had to buy this gimbal, and it just like it's designed for our phones, but like your phone just kind of sits on it. And it's like a robot, but it's kind of funny because like we didn't actually plan to do a music video at first. We were just setting up the garage to do like a little cool backdrop that we would have the lyric video for. And we
that's
set
cool
it
too,
up
though.
with all the lights. We went to Walmart. We got these lights for like $20 a piece.
Yeah, we used them in one of our music videos.
That's
Tyler brought them
right.
over. Yeah.
But we bought the lights, and then we set them up, and then we were both looking at it. We were like, oh, well, shit, this kind of looks like a music video.
Yeah, that's sick.
And then-
Dude, and the thing is, like, the reason we started like shooting it on the iPhone was because we like reached out to all these video production companies, and they
Cha-ching,
charge
cha-ching, cha-ching.
so much, dude.
Mhm.
And we were like, we can't afford that.
Yeah.
So we were just like, let's go buy our own camera. And then we were like, dang, they're like just as expensive.
Mhm.
And so Austin was just like, let's try it on the iPhone.
Well, luckily now we're rocking a DSLR that Tyler's mother
Yes.
has been so nice to let us use.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. That's a big step up, huh?
Yeah.
Step up.
We didn't have to buy that, so
What iPhone did you actually shoot those on? What model?
this one
His-
right here.
What is
The
that?
iPhone 8.
This phone, it's the iPhone 8.
Wow.
Wow, holy
So-
shit.
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't know
They show
that.
Selena Gomez in the iPhone 11 fucking commercial.
Hey.
I'm like, hey.
Speaking of that, who Demi Lovato's nudes just got leaked. Did you see that?
No, Sean.
Dude,
I'm fucking married. I don't need to sit around worrying about
Yeah,
celebrity
dude.
nudes leaking.
I saw Demi Lovato live. Oh shit!
I'm sweating so bad.
Sean,
right
like
now, dude.
that.
I saw Demi Lovato live in,
She's
in
great.
New York City. Right before it was at some festival for charity.
Yeah.
And Metallica played that same show.
Oh no shit. They probably did drugs together.
Dude, it was so weird because like you had all these Major Lazer was like the headliner, and you had all these kids like Major Lazer fans, and Metallica's rocking like fucking Enter Sandman, and all these kids are like, the fuck is this? And like I'm there only for Metallica.
That's awesome.
Me and like probably 10,000 other people, but like it was literally like in the middle of Central Park, but like it's fucking crazy.
So back to you guys as the Broken View as a unit. Who? What's your writing like? Like who does most of the writing? You guys collaborate a lot, or is it more so like one or two people? Because here's with my experience. Previously, I've always tried to write with people.
Right.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Too many people argue. It's very hard to like get everybody on the same page. So now we're at that point where John will take advice. Like I'll go there and I'll sit with him and we'll write stuff together. But at the end of the day, it's him.
Yep.
And I like it that way. He just does whatever. And if I say, yo, I don't like this, let's change this riff this way, he just does it.
Yep.
No questions asked because we have that relationship now.
Yeah, that's pretty much
But
the same.
It took
here.
a long time to get there.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same here. Like I take care of all the technical side, and he pretty much puts all the music together and whatnot, melodies, all that stuff.
You write very well.
Thank you.
It sounds very big too. So your mixing and mastering is actually you did the whole thing.
Yep. I
Yeah, you did very well.
Thank you.
I wanted to say you guys are like seriously a radio band.
Well, I'll take that. If people would be so kind to put us on the radio, I would be even happier.
I hear you, man.
Well, you should take a step back here. So you have an EP, Something Better, that came out in September.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a good starting point for anybody looking to get into the Broken View here.
Right.
Yes.
True. Our YouTube channel is The Broken View, and we also have all our music on Spotify. The EP came out on September 6th. We've just been gradually releasing singles here and there. The first two singles came out before the album.
Were
And,
those the music videos you guys did?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Fall
released
and
those.
All I Feel Is You. All I Feel Is You was so much fun. The Fall was our first. It was just like this weird like tunnel type thing that
Yeah.
we kind of had going. We would all like switch out.
Yeah.
And it was easier to do it that way because we didn't need everyone there at the same time.
Sure.
So we got to do those in separate. But like with All I Feel Is You, we wanted to have it different. We wanted the whole band to be in one spot, but we also wanted all this like dancer stuff. And we had a friend of ours, Amaya Kalinsky, who did all of the choreographing with her dance partner. And they... I know they came up with this like really, really awesome dance. We just like sent them our song and we were like, hey, we really want like, you know, I described what like the lyrical content kind of meant. And they just put together this thing. So honestly, you know, they're so amazing. So I'm like, if anybody like wants to go check it out, they're really amazing. Honestly,
Yeah.
they steal that music video.
Yeah.
We're just sitting up there yelling and stuff.
I remember when you guys were first doing that, Tyler was mad hyped on that.
Yeah.
The dancers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept showing me little clips whenever you guys did something or edited something, and I was blown away.
I think it's because he had a crush on Amaya's dance partner.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Yeah. So when is this music video that you guys are talking about now that you guys the big storyline, when is that supposed to come out?
December 22nd.
And it's set in stone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So listeners, if you guys are listening to this, be sure to check out it's going to be on your YouTube page.
Yep.
The Broken Views YouTube page on the 22nd, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
And check it out. And this is not on an iPhone. This is
is
on the
not-
DSLR.
This is not on an iPhone. This
But-
is has been a lot of fun because we got to I get to be a little self-indulgent, and I feel kind of like I'm stealing the show sometimes
Yeah.
in that fact, because I'm like, this whole thing's about me, because like when I watch it, like I get like this really like deep connection with the video.
Sure.
Because it's like things that actually happened, minus like one little thing. We kind of stretch the truth a little bit. It gets a little out of there, but like it's cool to create stuff like this because I mean that's the whole reason I got into music. Like I grew up listening to Blue October and Breaking Benjamin and Brand New and basically
Brand New, wow.
every fucking band. I mean I listen to 80s bands like Prince, New Order, Thompson Twins. Like I have a ridiculous music taste and it's sometimes a little weird. But
Every time somebody says they have like a diverse taste of music,
I was
you
just gonna
immediately
say
bring
that.
me up or look at me.
So Joey is like, I can go to him about anything, whether it's rap. He's like me. Like I love rap, but Joey likes rap too a lot. I have such a respect for Joe's fucking musical taste. It's not even funny. Literally anything I send him, he gives me an honest opinion.
Yeah.
Bro, from I Declare War
Oh yeah.
to 6ix9ine, the rapper, to friggin'
yo, this is the type of shit that make the hood go crazy.
yeah, exactly, everything to even country music. So Joe, you guys could probably relate a lot on music. Who is your favorite? I guess I would say alt rock artist.
Alternative rock?
Yeah.
Blue October, hands down.
Alternative is a pretty big blanket.
It's a very bland, I guess genre, and I don't mean like musically. I
Yeah.
mean like there's so many different people you could
So
say.
broad.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Or broad. What I say?
Bland.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, bland's like bleh.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean that.
It's very bland.
I don't know. Right now, I'd probably say Father John Misty. But like, I mean, from Blue October to Father John Misty, that's such a fucking
Yeah.
two different ends of the alternative spectrum. But if my definition of alternative, that's what I would say.
Gotcha.
Are you a Peter Gabriel fan?
Not so much.
No.
No.
I'm a little obsessed with Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, no, I was never listening to Genesis, Peter Gabriel, none of that really.
I mean, honestly, the one artist that always comes to mind, and I think I've been fighting this. Like, you ever have like that one decision that you know you've had made up in your mind your entire life? Every time someone asks you, but you always say something different.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've come to terms with the fact that my favorite musician of all time is Prince, and I can't change that. And
I mean, I've got the fucking deluxe purple.
it's
Rain
not
up
that I'm
there.
like ashamed of it. I just thought my whole life that other things would take that place. But I'm like, I've gotten so much more, and I have my dad to thank for this. But like, I mean, even before he died, like I realized, like I think the reason I even wanted a guitar was seeing Purple Rain when I was 5.
Wow.
That's a really perverted movie to see when you're 5 too. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing some things with Apollonia that 5-year-olds should not fucking see. But my dad was like, "Here you go." I was like, "Whoa, I like this." I guess I thought in my head, if I get a guitar, will I get girls like Apollonia?
I think that was a lot of people's thoughts.
It hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. No Apollonias yet.
They they do music really kind of inspired a lot of people to start playing because of women.
Well, yeah, I mean, that goes back to Elvis. They couldn't show
Yeah,
it. They had
yeah,
to show
yeah.
him from here up on the Ed Sullivan show because if they showed his fucking hips, people would be getting all horned up.
I thought
And
this
then
was
a
my
bunch
drink.
of...
I almost
Oh,
just
you
drank
mean
the
the
mic.
microphone? I'm like, that is your drink. I don't know what you mean. You really are winded.
Bro,
but
I'm
no.
sweating. Like,
Oh,
actually
I
sweating.
thought that was spilled Gatorade.
Well, that's on my...
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the last time I wore these pants was when I was here,
Yeah?
and I never washed them yet.
Oh, okay.
So there's
that's
pizza
good.
all... pizza all over. Yeah.
Austin clearly did not like that. But no, I mean, that's been part of the
When in
tradition.
Rome.
Like, rock music's all about getting chicks. That's why,
Motley
like,
Crue, that movie.
Yeah, but like think about like Kiss,
Mm-hmm.
Rolling Stones, everything. Fuck, even like the Beatles. Everything's just about picking up chicks.
No, but here's the
for
thing.
chicks.
I think it's a fucking myth. I do. It's a fucking myth because it's a lie. It's a
Bro,
It's a
here's the thing.
bold-faced lie because girls don't like guys who play music. Girls like guys with money.
Well, yeah, sure. Well, sure. But you and I...
They like
hey.
which musician?
You and I aren't the ones with the girl. It's the fucking drummers.
It's
Like
the fucking that's
every
so
time.
true. as
Every
well.
time.
We break sticks, not hearts.
That's the
makes you-
fucking
that makes you
corniest
sound-
thing you've ever said, Tyler.
That makes it sound like you're fucking dudes, Tyler. We break sticks right off. We break
Nah.
sticks, not balls.
How true is that, though? How true is that? It's always a fucking drummer.
No.
Who?
Bro,
Not
Mick
that there'd be
Jagger is
anything
definitely
wrong
getting
with
more
that.
chicks than fucking Charlie Watts, the drummer in the Rolling
Oh,
Stones.
okay. Well, I mean, he's also a glorified legend. You know
I'm
what
just saying, like, it's always the front man that, like,
You
has
think
the
the front? I don't know, man.
Well, then you're not doing it right.
I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not,
I'm
dude.
just saying. That's like the aura of like the rock bands that like. Oh, it's clearly like the front man, but I don't know if that's fucking
Well,
true.
have you
I'm not in
heard
the
his
band.
voice on stage? Women are fucking terrified.
They're
Like,
terrified
imagine
of
getting
how
into an
badly they want
argument
him.
with him. Be like, "Rah!
That, could you imagine if I actually...
Fuck were you?"
Tyler, who influences you in when it comes to this band? Obviously, I understand Animal, but when it comes to the
Me?
Broken View,
What's kind of cool about Austin and I and like how we work, I'm really influenced by metal bands, Wage War, Spite, all like the really heavy stuff. But I also like the alternative stuff, and I think that combined with his love for like 80s and stuff, and that like blend just kind of gives us a unique sound, I think. Because I don't know, every time we hear a song, we always like
Well, it's like you're totally like on the money here, but because like I know that I've said this to you before, but when I was working in other projects, and I don't know if it's just your magic closet that you have for vocals, but every time I sit down and we come up with like really good music, I never have a problem like pinning a melody, or it's like I can't work with anyone else now.
Yeah.
So-
If that makes any sense. Like I don't see how I could write something as, and I don't want to say it's so good. I want to be like, I'm so proud of this album that I don't think I could ever make something like this with another musician.
It's much like you and John. Like
I was
if you
gonna
were
say, yeah,
trying to
we're the
write
same
with
way.
Animal
yeah,
without him, it'd be different.
Yeah.
Much different.
But our musical tastes are what create that, you know,
Yeah.
like he said with like his metal, you know, I'm not really into metal, but I definitely appreciate it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I know that a lot of metal bands nowadays especially have like this very alternative vibe to them.
A lot of heavy metal, like the deathcore, even deathcore genre, they end up turning to an alt rock style of music to sell records.
Right.
What is that band called?
I could tell you one. Right off-
Deathbeds. What's that fucking band? They sing that song Deathbeds.
I'm thinking of The Plot in You.
The Plot in You is a
Oh,
great
yeah.
example.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of is another one. I can't fucking remember. They
I know
remember.
Sworn In tried it.
What
I
is
don't know
it?
if you.
Sworn In, yep.
They tried it. It didn't work out for them though. They
Yeah.
got so much backlash.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that when he did the one clean that went? Woo! Was that band? Who did the? You showed me the video of the guy.
Suicide Silence.
And the-
Wait,
That
they
was
tried to do it?
That was his only clean in the his first clean of all time.
Well,
The
it's a
first-
different vocalist now. Don't forget.
Yes, but
yes, but
but
he was
the
even better
first-
than Mitch.
You think so?
I think he was.
I like Mitch so
but
much.
the
Yeah?
first
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
vocal they ever came out with of all time was
Nah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look up
but I,
Doris by
all right, all right,
Suicide
all right.
Silence.
I will.
when we got the time.
It's literally that.
That
That's
went around
crazy.
the internet for like years. It was awful.
yeah, I don't know how I missed that one. No clue. But yeah, the plot in You, I watched them literally go from a super hardcore band,
Yep.
like brutal,
hmm
to singing in a very honestly, you guys have comparable voices. Straight up, you do.
Thank
That's
you.
His-
funny that you say that.
I love
his clean vocals kind of sound like what's his face there?
Landon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He posted like their Spotify and how many views they're like hundreds of millions of views this year.
Crazy.
They're a really big band,
Wow.
and I had no idea. We played with them a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before you joined,
Yep.
you got
Oh,
to play with them
shit.
quite a bit. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yo, I love that new album, the Dispose.
Oh yeah,
So fucking good, like
Yeah.
from front to back, except for one track.
Another one.
Happy. I don't know what is that.
Eh.
What is that? It's like a 10-second. It's not even a song.
Yeah,
I think maybe I'm just biased. I don't mean to be a hater, but like I don't like those weird tracks.
Yeah.
Like even Blue October, my favorite band, has like some pointless fucking 10-second thing.
Yeah.
In the middle of an album, I'm like, what is that?
So
Why'd you do that? Like what a waste of fucking time.
I've never understood interludes mid-album.
hate
It's
them.
very rare that there's something cool.
they
Rob
happen.
Zombie is the only one who does it.
They do it a lot in heavy metal to break the.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Why fucking
why
break?
stop?
We're buying your album because we want to break our neck. Like that's what we do.
No, you need to calm down for a second. Like, remember when Billy scored the first 6 points in that game and Andy Wright was like, you need a rest? It's like that. You're going too hard.
Well,
You
back
gotta
in
chill
the
out.
day, they would put those on records to tell you when to flip it. That's why they did that.
Oh, is that a fact? I never knew
That's yeah, relatively. Like that's what some bands used it for. I don't know if that's the actual purpose, but a lot of bands, especially if you buy like old 80s records, like there'd be like an interlude and that'll usually be when you flip it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you flip it and then you got the rest of the album. But now they just like waste my time. And I'm like, because I don't know, right? Like, and I'm like waiting for the album to come out, and they give me those like iTunes previews before the album comes out, and I listen. I'm like, ooh, that's probably a sick song. So I get like really hyped up because I've only heard like 30 seconds of it. Then I play it, and I'm like,
It's 34 seconds.
oh, what the fuck? I'm like, what? You got my hopes up.
I don't
dare
ever
you.
use that. What streaming platform do you use? iTunes always?
I use Apple Music.
I'm Spotify.
Yeah, same.
With Spotify
Yeah.
till I die.
But the reason is because Peter Gabriel does not have his music on Spotify.
Oh, and-
Really?
That's why I am he has one song, his newest song. I'm amazing. That song. I'm amazing. His newest song is on Spotify, but it's not on Apple Music. So I have both.
So, well, I had both for a very long time. Joey put me onto Spotify, and I think the interface is so much more friendly.
Yeah.
It is, and you can do like EQ and shit. Pretty sick.
So
Yes.
I
Oh,
has
I didn't know
anyone
that.
used
EQ?
anyone used Tidal?
Tidal. I had Tidal for a very short amount of time because Prince only had a
Originals. I
certain-
fucking did the same thing because
But
like I need to hear
it's
Prince
all
do
on
Jungle
Apple
Love.
Music now because he's
Yeah.
dead, and Warner Brothers fucking demons went, thank God he's dead, and they're like, let's release
capitalize.
all of it.
Hey, I'm not complaining. It saves me from having to fucking pirate everything.
I agree, but
I
fuck
fucking
that
pirated
company.
like the Undertaker, that like fucking 5-song EP of him with just a drummer and bassist jamming. I'm like, hopefully they just officially release this somewhere. So,
Jeez.
but yeah, I signed up for the trial for Tidal, and then like the end of the trial coincided with it going on Spotify. So I'm like, perfect. There are no gaps. I get to hear Prince do fucking Manic Monday.
Oh, dude, yes, the Originals album is so good. And-
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And his version of Glamorous Life.
Yes.
I loved that shit.
I'm a Prince fiend. I even own all the Time albums because like I had to.
You've heard Musicology?
Of course.
Oh,
I fucking
God.
own it.
Illusion, Coma, Pimp, and Circumstance is the
Yeah.
coolest. Dude, I played this in the car when he was in there, and he's looking at me like, what the fuck
knew
are we
which funk
listening
to
to?
use, dude.
I know, but she couldn't dance. Yeah, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. Oh no.
How can
I
you not love
fucking-
it?
Oh my god. When so it was weird because I was older than 5, but I was probably like 12, 13, and my mom's like, "Oh yeah, you should absolutely listen to Prince." And it's very weird, like having your mother encourage you to somebody who's made songs like "Horny Toad," "Erotic City," "Soft and Wet."
Wait,
You know.
Scarlet Pussy.
Yeah, Scarlet Pussy.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but my mom got me hooked on Prince, and yeah, I fucking like. So I remember when it happened. I watched it when VH1 aired the fucking Rock Hall of Fame inductions, and he shredded "While My Guitar Gently Weeps." Like I remember
Yes. Oh
seeing
my
that
God.
as a
dude,
child.
I remember, dude, watch that video. Tom Petty looks at Prince like, whoa.
Yeah, and then
fuck?
Prince throws his guitar in the air and it just vanishes.
Yeah,
it never comes back down.
I know. What?
He's
he's a
fucking-
god.
he's
Did you see the
unbelievable.
video where he's literally just like, I don't know how he's doing this, but he's playing the guitar while it's on the ground. I don't know how the fuck. He's like doing something with his foot on the ground that's making it like vibrate.
No, I
through
haven't
the
seen
Oh
that.
my god! Like this dude's like, I'm gonna play the fucking guitar with no hands. Well, actually, he's got a very deep voice. People,
Yeah.
that's like the most
Yeah, when he
misconstrued
talks.
thing about Prince. He's like super deep.
Purify yourself in
Yeah.
the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
I don't know much about him, but
Oh, dude, he fucks.
That's funny that you guys said like your parents recommended these guys. You know what my parents recommended me to listen to?
Nelly.
Yeah, you do know. Yeah, Nelly. My dad used to roll up fucking
No.
listening to Nelly, blaring that shit. Eminem. Like, I'm not even joking.
Dude, my
Oh
dad
my
used to listen to
God.
Ice Cube all the time.
Yeah. So it was like that's what I was exposed to. I was never like in my family. We never really listened to a lot of the older stuff, which is odd because now my dad hears like an older song, like a Led Zeppelin song or a Poison song or something like that, and I know that he knows it. And I never knew this before because I thought it was always rap and like rock country. Like he listened to like Uncle Cracker and Kid Rock and stuff like that.
I'm just trying to picture you sitting in your bedroom as a teenager listening to Hot in Here being like, I'm going to start a metal band.
Actually, who was the Big Timers? You remember the Big Timers?
No.
No. Do you?
No.
Big Timers. Who was that? Master P, I think, and a couple other. I could be making that. And no, they're definitely called the Big Timers. I'll look it up after this episode. And anyway, they were like the first rap group I ever really got into.
I think the only rap group I ever really got into was I feel like I'm gonna be laughed at right now, but the Beastie Boys.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
What's wrong with
So,
that,
I don't
bro?
know. I feel like it's like one of those foo-foo bands that
I'm
people would
into it.
laugh
No,
at.
dude, they're legends.
I'm
man.
into it.
I like the Beastie Boys.
So do I.
Yo,
Paul's Boutique is unbelievable.
That fucking What You Want. The way I've always loved how that song sounded, and clearly so did 21 Pilots because they ripped
ripped
that
it right
song
off. Yeah.
And every chance they get, they're like, "Yep, we are now the new Beastie Boys."
Speaking of 21 Pilots, I actually like them a lot.
I like them too.
I think they're great. Are they from Syracuse? Somebody told me that, and I've never fact checked it.
I never fact checked
Can
that.
you fact check that real quick?
I think
I was gonna say I know Phanogram or whatever is from
Post
the area.
Malone is from Syracuse. I think.
Yeah.
You ever heard I have a migraine? Have you heard that song with them? It's called Migraine. That's how it starts. I don't know.
Oh, maybe
why.
I have actually.
21 Pilots from
I
Ohio.
have a
Oh, okay, never
migraine. Why does he sing like that? I love it, but it's weird.
I think they're great. It's just two people, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
they're
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
The fucking the Blurry Face album is really fucking good. What's
Yeah, that's the one I
song?
have.
I'm fairly local. I've been
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
That's like the
I like
coolest
that.
song on that
I
fucking
like
album.
that. Yeah. So Nelly was my jam. Joey
You should do a cover of
do
animal
Country
should cover a
Grammar.
Nelly song.
Country Grammar, yeah.
Yeah.
Joey actually you put me on to Public Enemy. If you like the
Yeah.
Beastie Boys, you ever listen to Public Enemy?
Public Enemy #1.
Have you ever?
I've heard
are
that
you into
song.
them?
That's
Oh,
the
okay.
only song I've heard.
Yeah,
The one
so-
with Flavor
Yeah.
Flav.
Yeah.
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
The only reason I listened to that is because I had Day of Reckoning, and that was the fucking like theme song, the wrestling game.
Yeah.
Day of Reckoning. And it would always
Yo.
like the second the fucking main menu would come up, be like, dun, 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 yeah, boy, freeze, how low can you go? And I was like, yeah, this is like sick.
Oh my god.
You know who actually got on a video game was Emure.
Yeah.
They were on the UFC game. They had the title track for the UFC game.
Which
Yeah.
song was it?
That one song that they don't scream in, and he like raps, but I forget what it. He's so
Yeah.
cool, man. Frankie from it. I think he's one of the best people in the genre.
For real, dude.
I think he's the only one that does something different too.
Yeah.
I model a lot of like what I try to do with Animal off of him. I've never really said that before, but in my head, and John, like whenever I record, he says this to me all the time. He goes, "Think Frankie, or something like that."
Yep.
So that I try to get in the rap vibe.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does. And
He's so
do you
hype.
listen to him here? Have I ever?
No,
I
I've
think
never.
you would actually like them because they're like Animal, except like lower vocals, but like the same play style and
Dude,
really bouncy and
Their
like.
songs are so simple. They're just like open
Uh-huh.
all the time.
That's why they
But
got
it's
so much
so
hate.
Slap.
Yeah.
It slaps so hard.
Why do people hate that? Because it's not complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's
There
wrong
was-
with that?
I see. I'm with you here. I don't give
If
a
it fucking thumps, what's it matter?
I just want it to be like like
It's
hard.
groovy, man.
Yeah, and I want to be able to pick it up 2-step.
Is that why they call it degent? Because it sounds like that word.
No, well, yes, actually, yeah, that is why. Yeah, that's exactly why. But like, you know, they made that like a whole genre. Dude, subgenres are so fucking stupid, dude. Don't get me started.
That's why
man.
there's no fucking subgenres still on Billboard because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, just say metal.
Yeah. The only like if you ever notice that the only people who talk about subgenres are fucking people
And
but
haters.
Like, yeah,
Haters.
and like
Or assholes,
and like all of
basically.
the industry is
Exactly.
still like it's rock, it's alternative, or it's pop or
Yeah.
country. Like,
All right.
chill the fuck out.
What would be your genres if you had to dumb it down?
What the?
Tell me what genres you would want to keep, and maybe which one you want to get rid of, and why.
Oh my! Like, what do you mean? Just like in all of music?
Yeah, you want me to go first so you know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
So
let
basically, you guys butt in whenever you want. I'm
Sure.
trying to figure out. So I would get rid of like horrorcore, Animals horrorcore. Let's
Yeah.
be real. Like I'd get rid of it. We don't need to be labeled that. I'd get rid of. I wouldn't get rid of hardcore because hardcore and metal are two totally different genres, in
Yeah.
my opinion. And I do think there's a cross between them with metalcore. I'd keep that. However, when it comes to like alternative rock,
Mm-hmm.
this is where I'm kind of biased because I think I would probably get rid of alt rock and just make it rock. Keep it all under the rock title.
Yep.
Those would be my only subgenres for metal, and then everything else would be like labeled metal. As far as rap, I'd keep hip hop under rap because it is still rap music to me, in my opinion. Country, is there any alt country?
That's the biggest one.
Good
Like that's
country,
the only one that
and
I
then
can
there's
think of.
bad country.
Yeah, basically.
There's Jason Aldean, and then there's Chris
I ate at his
Christopherson.
restaurant. I said this before on the podcast. I ate at Jason Aldean's restaurant. It's
He
called
has a
Jason.
restaurant?
Yeah, it's called Jason Aldean's restaurant.
Very
Well,
creative.
you know what?
Very
Jason
creative.
Aldean.
Dave said the same thing. He goes, "Oh wow, he really like bit his tongue trying to figure
Jason
that one out."
Aldean can fucking eat me. Okay, I'm not going to his fucking restaurant. And
Do you
eating
like him
fried
or no?
chicken. No, I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
I don't know anything
There-
about
I
it.
don't
there
like
needs to be-
stadium country music. It's fucking
Exactly.
shit.
When it comes to genres, like the only area where like I really feel strongly is that like Americana now is like real country music. Like
I never even knew
alt
that was a
country and
genre.
Americana, like that's what people who make actual music are looped under. And then like shit like stadium country like
Yeah,
that, like
it's
pop
fucking
country needs to
bullshit.
just be called pop country and
Yeah.
like not like
Papuntry is what they
Yeah.
Papuntry. No, I fucking love that one song. Like, he's a modern artist, Thomas Rhett. He's got that song like "Die Happy Man." That's a beautiful song. That's a
Oh.
beautiful song.
My girlfriend keeps listening
And
to that over and over. again.
That's the kind of country that I enjoy. I like the heartfelt stuff. There's also like folk country artists that I really
Yeah.
into. There's this dude named Ben Nichols.
Do you like these shoes?
Sure.
why
Sure.
I got these for $70. They were originally $140. This is my first time wearing them, and I think they're super comfortable right now. So I was just thinking about it. I'm
so you
bending
just
my
have to
feet.
shut down the country music conversation?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's that like meaningless.
They're
that
nice,
we're just gonna
though,
fucking
right?
talk about shoes.
there's no tie to them. Like there's no laces. It's just Velcro. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. There's this country artist. His name is Ben Nichols, and he's really good. He's got like this. He has a song that aired on The Walking Dead, and that's how I found him. It's called "Last Pale Light in the West," and I always liked that like Western country.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that shit, like with all the slide and you know all the groovy Western sad country. But I don't know. I really cared too much for like you said, like stadium. Shit.
Like I'm not gonna listen to Toby Keith.
Yeah, no
yeah.
way. Or so they could talk to me
Fucking-
about their Bud Lights. Like, I'm good.
I gotta be real though. So my brother is the main concert reviewer for the Times Union, and he fucking reviewed Brad Paisley.
Uh-huh.
I went with him, and Brad Paisley was fucking awesome live. So much so the next time he came around, I like begged my brother, like, "Will you please review him again so I
So
can
you
see
can
the
go?
shit again without paying?"
Yeah.
And Brad Paisley, he gets a pass, but mostly country music, like mainstream country is shit.
What about Shania Twain? Did you ever fuck with her?
I don't think I ever knew a song other than "Man, I Feel Like a Woman."
Yeah, and that was a good song. I used to make out to the bus seat with Dylan Marhafer, pretending that it was Shania Twain. That's a true story. I'm not joking.
Bus seat?
And Jeff Muller. Jeff Muller was there too. I know you guys don't know who we're talking about, but these are friends of ours.
Oh,
Dude, yeah,
Jesus.
the bus seat. Like, I used to pretend that I was Shania Twain, and I'd.
Is it because
That's very
Shania Twain
unsanitary.
is it 'cause
Leathery?
is she leathery?
No, back in the day, like scientists like statistically proved that her face was perfectly symmetrical, and that's why she was so beautiful.
That's
She had the most
interesting.
That's
symmetrical
creepy as
face.
fuck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a Trivial Pursuit question. That's how I know that. It's not like I just fucking know random things about Shania Twain outside of.
Yeah, actually,
Things like
Shania
that.
Twain right now is currently residing.
Yeah.
Eminem and Nick Cannon are beefing right now.
Oh, I saw that.
Really?
Okay, guys. I mean, Nick Cannon out of everybody. If
Jesus.
anybody knows who
How
Nick
does Eminem go from Donald Trump to Nick Cannon?
Eminem hasn't responded, so here's my thing about this, right? Nick Cannon's such a fucking loser. He's so dumb. Like, why is he's doing this to get clout? He's doing this to gain more fans off of it. So he released like 2 songs dissing Eminem completely.
Nick Cannon still makes music?
I didn't
Yeah.
even know he was a rapper
I
until
was
I,
gonna say, I
saw
don't
the
think I ever
post.
knew
I never
So-
clicked it, but I was like, oh, he's a rapper.
So the
I just
thing
kept
is, he's
scrolling.
got all these battle rappers that I actually follow, like DNA and stuff like that. People like them on this song trying to diss Eminem, and it's still not even good. And you got like the best of the best trying to diss Eminem. Eminem hasn't replied, and my thought is he should be the bigger man and not reply because it's Nick Cannon.
Aside from 10-year-olds who play Call of Duty and like white guys our age and older, who gives a fuck about Eminem? Like, no offense. Like, if you're an Eminem fan, that's fine. But like, this is like the battle of the irrelevance right now. Nick Cannon's the fucking host of The Masked Singer.
He's so stupid, dude. I can't stand him.
The funniest thing Nick Cannon ever did was get made fun of on Chappelle's show. Like, what?
Or Drumline. That was the
my
funniest thing he's ever done. Actually, I like that movie.
But like, why is he trying to diss Eminem? Who?
For clout? He's trying to somehow put his name back in the news, and it's working. Unfortunately, everybody's talking about him right now. But Eminem, hopefully, he doesn't reply because I think he doesn't need to drop to that. It's not like he's dissing Drake or who did he beef with out of Clips? Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, Drake and Pusha T.
Drake and Pusha. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not like those two where they're both huge name. I don't think Nick Cannon's a huge name at all.
I didn't even know Nick Cannon made music.
Yeah.
Like, he's famous for like Wild and Out and fucking.
I thought he was
marrying
from
Mariah
like
Carey.
Nickelodeon, where they fucking slime people.
Yeah, like, right? What's it?
Wait, is he?
That's what I
I
thought.
had no idea
Isn't
Nick
he like
Cannon
the
ever
slime
made
guy?
music, so
He'd
this
be
is-
like, "You're getting slimed," and then they.
I don't know if
Isn't
that's
that him?
I don't know if that's him.
I swear to God, that's Nick Cannon.
I thought it was.
He
I
was
thought
on-
Nick
I
Cannon.
swear
did
to God.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe
And
it
he's
is.
also the dude from fucking
America's
America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only cool thing he ever did was stop doing that to make some. He turned down like a $5 million a year, $1 million a year gig. That was like $1 million a year gig or something like that, and he did it for some reason, which I backed. Like, I forget what. I think it had to do with some sort of racism in the workforce or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You guys can look this up later. But and I was like, oh, that's cool that he actually turned that down for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then like that was the only time I've ever said Nick Cannon was cool. I've always thought he was such an idiot, in like a weird, like, bro, listen to me, man. If you're on Nickelodeon, you're not a thug.
Tell that to John Cena, motherfucker.
He literally thugonomics. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Thugonomics.
Are you-
for life?
Are you a wrestling fan?
Oh, oh my God! I used to
Oh,
be.
I
fuck.
used to be so...
Here we go.
I used to
Oh
be
my
so
God, dude.
into it, dude. Kane. Every time
Yes.
that motherfucker
Why does
would
everybody
choke-
love Kane?
Because he choke slams, dude.
He's
I
crazy,
never
yo.
liked his
Kane-
hellfire.
My fucking nephews just watched Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, and they're convinced Kane is like the greatest wrestler ever. I'm like, why does every fucking kid love Kane?
My
Yeah.
favorite
'Cause
was
he
Jeff Hardy
lifts his hands.
and Edge.
Oh, Edge
fire.
Oh, nah, get the fuck out.
I was a Hardy Boys fan for sure,
Yeah.
and the
No,
Dudley
man,
Boys.
I was an Edge and Christian fan.
I wasn't
Degeneration
into
X,
that.
baby.
Uh-huh.
Degeneration.
Ooh.
Fucking
Yaks!
Edge won his first WWE World Championship in Albany in 2006.
I
Wow.
think I was there.
Yeah, my brother was there. He's on the fucking hard camera in the pay-per-view, so you see him
Really?
throughout the whole show. So when Edge comes out at the end and wins, my brother's just sitting there on camera like.
I
fucking
really
awesome.
fucking wish that I like had it. Obviously, I wouldn't have this on me, but I went to Raw in Albany years ago, and
We were probably there.
when I was there.
There's a stint where we went. to
Shawn
everyone.
Michaels threw his wristband into the crowd, and my dad caught it, and we have
Wow.
it framed with the fucking tickets. Yeah.
That was not one we were there for.
Oh, yeah,
that
I
would have been
guess
back
not.
in like between 2003 and 2005.
Yeah.
He's just a sexy boy.
Yeah.
So there's like
He's
this.
not your boy.
greatest
toy.
singer in wrestling history.
I know, right? That's a sexy boy.
I know I'm sexy. Nah, The Rock is the greatest singer of
I know,
all
right?
wrestlers.
Yes.
Oh no, yeah, you're welcome.
Wait, hold on a minute. What was the fucking thing? Oh yeah, what was up with Kane? Speaking of Kane, why every time he got interviewed, he'd be like, You remember that? Like,
yeah,
he'd
after
be like,
he unmasked,
I
he was
know,
just
right?
really
And then
sweaty
like,
all the time.
remember that weird love affair he had with Lita, and he'd be
Yes.
like breathing, and then he'd like, I'm gonna kiss you.
and then he
Like, it was
fucking got her
fucking
pregnant.
terrifying. Yeah, he got her fucking pregnant.
He like raped her, but then they were gonna get married.
He raped her, and then she wore black to the wedding, and he was all mad about it. He was like,
And then Snitsky fucking kicked the baby doll into the front row. He's like,
dude.
"Oh, I have your baby."
and you're.
And he punished it.
Do you remember when he was getting fucking married? She was getting like she divorced Kane, and then she was getting married to Edge on stage, and Kane crawled out of the fucking ground. I know.
That's the fucking best shit in wrestling when the fucking mat would rip open and Kane or the Undertaker would just appear. It's like, oh, fuck, dude. I just showed my wife one because Survivor Series was a couple weeks ago. I still watch wrestling. Don't give a fuck.
Is it any fucking good though? Like,
NXT is awesome, but Raw and SmackDown fucking suck. I don't watch Raw and SmackDown.
I heard about NXT.
Yeah, NXT is great. Like, if you liked wrestling back in the day, you'd probably love NXT because Triple H, like real life, writes NXT, and it's awesome. Vince McMahon still runs Raw and SmackDown. They're shit. But I was telling Heather about back in the mid-2000s when Randy Orton beat Undertaker in a casket match and set the casket on fire, killing him.
Oh Jesus!
And he was off TV for a few months. That Survivor Series, Randy Orton wins the match for Team SmackDown. All of a sudden, the fucking Druids carry out a casket, and like they stand it up on the stage, and a bolt of lightning hits it, bursts into flame, and Randy Orton's like shitting his pants because then the Undertaker's theme song starts playing. And he just fucking boots the burning casket door down and walks out of the burning casket.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
And
how
then he
many?
proceeds to beat the shit
Who
out of
the
the whole
fuck gets to
SmackDown
write
roster.
this stuff? Like,
I don't
someone's
know.
sitting back there like, all right, I
Because
got
Heather's like, why would he do this? I'm like, because it's fucking awesome, dude. He
Also-
came out with a burning casket.
Hey, how many times can you be buried alive?
Yeah.
They've
Dude,
both been buried
My
alive so many
fucking
times.
mother-in-law says to me last year, she goes, do you think it's real? I'm like, no. Do you know how many times Undertaker's been murdered?
Dude, they put Paul Bearer into cement. If this is real, they're fucking should all go to prison.
Do you remember when Triple H went to Randy Orton's house? Do you remember? Threw him out the window.
Dude. Oh my god. Yeah, because like a week before that, Randy Orton gave Stephanie McMahon the fucking RKO and handcuffed Triple H to the ropes and then made out with
That
Stephanie
sounds like an
McMahon.
STD.
Remember when Triple H
He gave her the
fucking-
RKO. Oh, not the RKO.
Remember when fucking Triple H drugged Stephanie McMahon and married her? And
Yes!
then consummated the
Yes!
marriage and fucking didn't get arrested? Like, dude, wrestling's fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of
my
crime
God.
involved in
Oh,
WWE.
dude, yeah. So my mother-in-law's like, do you think it's real? I'm like, okay, just the amount of murders Kane and the Undertaker have been involved with. 'Cause Paul Bearer came back from being buried alive in concrete, got murdered again by Kane because Kane just pushed him into a big industrial freezer and locked the door shut. Killed him.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It's gotta be real.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta
like,
be.
yeah.
Did you ever think it was real?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Of
Did you?
course.
I
I did, but when
I
I,
never
found out
did.
it was fake, it didn't phase me. I'm like, that would make a lot of sense because if you punch somebody in the face that much, like they would probably bleed.
Yeah. I remember
Like-
my uncle used to always be like, "Oh no, this is real. They're really hurting each other." And my dad would always be
Ron?
like, "Yeah, actually." And my dad would always be like, "This is so corny. I'll kick his fucking ass. I'll kick his ass." Yeah. So I always knew it was real fake because my dad kind of planted that in my head over
Yeah.
and over. And
But when I
over.
found out it was fake, like it did not alter the experience for me at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was so bummed.
Yeah, it's like a soap opera that I can
Yeah, I'm like, it's
feel okay about
still
watching.
fucking awesome. There's fire. There's fireworks.
You know, did any of us, other than myself, like pretty much almost break all their bones in their body doing wrestling with their siblings?
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I kicked
Because-
my cousin in the face.
We had our own. We called it EWE,
Oh man.
and we were idiots.
Extreme Wrestling.
And
Enterprise.
entertainment.
Oh, hey.
And we would set up in the backyard. We would get like ropes and fucking poles.
A trampoline.
And my
Trampoline,
we
yep.
didn't have a trampoline. We had a trampoline at my cousin's house. And when he got the trampoline, we were like, EWE just went to a whole nother fucking level. And
This is the pay-per-view event.
Pay-per-view,
dude, we were so
one
lame.
night only.
Dude, we were such fucking losers. We would like play our theme song
Yep.
and like walk out.
I think everybody did that.
Yeah.
I used to do that
Dude,
all
I
the
had the
time.
Jeff
So
Hardy
much
sleeves.
fun.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, dude. The Swanton Bomb, baby.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my
And,
God.
like, you know, we'd like almost kill ourselves, and then
Uh-huh.
our parents would run out and be like, "What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
What the
Yep,
fuck
yep,
are you
yep.
doing?" And I'm like, we're fucking wrestling, and then he fell, and I don't know, his head's backwards.
He snapped his neck. I have no idea how, man.
But like, and other than that, like, I think I would sit down and play like the SmackDown versus Raw games and just make characters all
that's
day.
what like
Yes.
90% of my time
I
went
would
into.
never play the fucking game. Even after
Yeah.
I made the character, I'd be like, all right, I don't feel like playing this game. So.
Or you literally load them up like you're gonna play with them, and then you're like, all right, well, I could always make The Rock because The Rock wasn't always in the game, so you'd always try to make these big stars and shit. Yeah.
Dude,
My dad
I
would-
tried to make Batman so often, but they would always dodge those fucking those fucking
the ears.
the ears thing,
Yeah.
man. So they didn't get sued. They'd always put the ears like
You'd never
this.
could do them
So I had
straight
a
up.
fucking Batman with antlers. I'm like, well,
Floppy ears.
well, this will have to do. And the capes never moved. There was no animation of the capes, so it was just like a flat thing. But
yeah.
My dad would always walk in and be like, "Are you gonna fucking play? Or you're just gonna make people all fucking day." I'm like, hey, I'm building my roster here, dude.
I got to the point where I was doing that on NBA too. On
Yeah.
NBA 2K, I was just making people.
We spent more time designing our court and our team uniforms
so-
and shit in
yeah,
NBA
yeah, yeah.
than actually playing that season.
Well, we probably. I don't know how many games we played.
Actually, we made it a decent way in.
Did we?
Yeah.
We didn't finish.
We made it like a 10th of the season in.
my brother would get mad at get into arguments with my dad, and he'd get grounded. Then he'd make my dad in the video game and kick his ass.
All right. On that note, let's wrap this one up. We got the Broken View here again. Go ahead, say when your new music video is coming out.
December 22nd.
Okay, and it's called.
It's called Something Better. It's the title track from our album. It'll be out on the 22nd. You can follow us on Spotify. That's at the Broken View band official, right? On Spotify. What is it on Instagram?
Instagram is official.
Official. I can never remember. So it's
Broken View
at the
Official.
Broken View official on Instagram, and you follow us on Spotify. Check out our album, and we got 2 other music videos on our YouTube as well. So you check those out.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, and squeak.
Sweeps up.
Cool. That was really smooth. You guys crushed that.